Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video. Today I am stoked because Hollowfront has put out a new song called Wearing Thin, and along with this came the announcement that they signed to Unified Records. So because they signed to Unified Records, they're on a label now, they are pressing their album from earlier this year, Loose Threads, on vinyl, which is awesome news for avid vinyl collectors like myself who love this album, have been loving this album all year. I've really been wanting it to be pressed, so I'm stoked on that. If you are also a vinyl collector and interested, I will put the link in the description for that. So yes, I am stoked. Like I said, Loose Threads, it's been on repeat for me this year. I love that album. It has some of my favorite choruses. The title track has probably one of my top 3 favorite choruses of this year. I think it's definitely hit with me, and I've just really attached with that album over time. I loved it on my first listen, but listening to it more and more, it's one of those that has really grown on me and become really up there in my ranking. So anyway, I'm not going to carry on too much more. I'm stoked about this. I love Hollowfront. The album was incredible. They put out an EP before that was also incredible. They have not missed yet, so I'm stoked for this. I'm going to stop talking and we're going to get straight into it. If you watch my videos normally or have seen my videos and are wondering why the music video is up here instead of on the corner, I'm just trying some new stuff out for formatting, so let me know what you think. If you think it sucks up there, or you liked it better on the bottom, or you like it better up here, just let me know so that I know what's best for you guys. Alright, hoping for some nice Dakota clean vocals on a chorus or something here.
Inside this headspace, stuck in the clouds, and I'm not coming down. I have to stop myself from staring when I get lost in your eyes, but you feel nothing in mine. Just one time, I wish that I could replace the one that's holding my place.
That's a nice voice.
Tragedy!
instantly. Dang. All right. Ooh, I love that poppy record sound you hear. Okay, so hollow front, wearing thin. Let's discuss. I don't normally, but I'm gonna try keeping this little like group shot from the music video on the screen this time while I talk to see if I hated it or not. And I won't do it again if I hate it, or if you hate it, please let me know in the comments so that I stop doing it. But I'm just gonna try it out for now. Like I said in the intro, I'm trying some different formatting stuff. So anyway, this song is awesome. I feel like this is definitely a continuation in the right path on the right path after them releasing Loose Threads. This song definitely incorporates the main components that I love, but I also feel like we're hearing some stuff that's a bit different. I think that the intro for them, with the pre-instrumental intro, with kind of that synthy Stranger Things type vibe that we're seeing from a lot of other bands right now, I think that's a little bit different. I don't recall hearing anything like that from Hollow Front. It's definitely not prominent on Loose Threads. There is a certain part, I'm going to talk a lot about the vocals. I already know, so I'm trying to talk about other stuff first, so I'm not just carrying on about vocals for an entire outro. So I'm just going to touch on other stuff first if it seems a little bit out of order. I went back and I got a timestamp for this part because I wanted to point it out at 2:28, right after the vocal line on that part, when the riff kicks in. That part instrumentally, strings and percussion, was amazing. I loved the way that sounded. There were just a few things in there, instrumentals that were very slight but sounded so good. I think it was the first time we got the chorus, I believe. There was the transition to that chorus sounded so neat, and it was just something really small, and I think it had to do with drumming, but I don't know how to vocalize it because I have no idea what it was. But there were just certain things in there that I was hearing that sounded really awesome for me. I don't think that we really have, I know a lot of people that watch my channel, we go for the breakdowns and stuff like that. Hollow Front, I don't really expect any like crazy, insane breakdowns. You definitely get delivered with the heavy. They have amazing emotional, clean vocals. They give you those breakdowns for sure, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, where's my heavy ass breakdown from Hollow Front on a song like this, because I'm looking for those Dakota clean vocals and stuff, from my point of view. And I do feel like where a lot of us differentiate with music taste is here. This is like the fork in the road where it's like, fan of these clean vocals, not a fan, because I love to hear good clean vocals in songs. I've talked about it many times on my videos and in the comments, not for Hollow Front, but in general on my videos over time. There are people who comment less clean vocals, or it would be awesome without those clean vocals on different songs where that's my favorite part. So that very well could be the case here, and some of y'all may not like it, but for me, this is directly up my alley. I love Dakota's clean vocals. He has very, very quickly become one of my favorite clean vocalists altogether. I think it really showed for me once I started listening to the title track off Loose Threads a lot, and it's something about that chorus that I really noticed it when the album first came out, and I dove back into it from that point and went and re-listened and was like, damn, these vocals are insane. And that is not just for Dakota either. I don't mean to put the spotlight fully on Dakota. I love Tyler's unclean vocals. I just did a reaction for Lab Rat by Villain of the Story featuring Tyler and talked about his vocals a bit there. I love his vocals. Also, I think the contrast between Tyler and Dakota is a huge factor of why I love Hollow Front, something that I adore about them. I've talked a lot about contrast in my videos. It's something I'm very much a fan of, like when you get clean vocals such as Dakota's, take the first, I guess the best way to explain it would be to take the very first vocal line that you get from Dakota and then compare it with like one of Tyler's most brutal ones on the song or something like that. The contrast there is great. It's a great contrast in size and because it's just great and I love it. So that's something for me that I love about Hollow Front. I love Tyler's unclean vocals, but Dakota for me definitely takes the cake as probably one of my favorite vocalists of 2020 if it came down to it, vocalists that I've really gotten into. It's just awesome, especially with that outro too. So what I'm talking about with that first vocal line too, that it's so soft and kind of like a gentle introduction, and then I believe it may be the next verse where he comes in a bit more aggressive with his clean vocals. stuff like that. And then you take the outro and you've got that guitar with the vocals on the outro. Like I said, I got such chills during that part. The second time I went through and listened to this to get that timestamp, I listened to the outro again and got chills again. There's just something about this that is directly up my alley. I love all of the components. Those are my thoughts on this track. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and congratulations to Hollow Front for getting signed. And if you have a different song that you would like to be added to either of the lists that I work off of when I'm doing request-based videos, both links will be in the description, as well as the invite link for the Discord server. We have a lot of different channels in there, a ton of fun people and interesting conversations. So if you're interested in joining us and coming and being a part of it, the link will be in the description as always. And lastly, if you're enjoying the style of music, content, and bands that I post on my YouTube channel, I post more music-related content on Instagram. My handle is Rachel Reacts. It's the same as my YouTube channel, but I will put it up here on the screen for you if you're interested in following me. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.